All right, guys, welcome back to Prepping with Sarge. Over my shoulder here, I have a little plant called heavenly bamboo. Now, about a year ago, actually it might have been a little bit more than a year ago, I talked about this plant. Ever since I did that video, I kind of felt like I was a little bit harsh on this plant and I wanted to do some more research with it and come back to it. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's do it. All right, so this here over my shoulder is heavenly bamboo. If you've been with me for a very long time, you may or may not remember that video. And I talked about it as, yeah, maybe the pulp of the berry is edible, the seeds are not, but probably not my first choice. I thought I was a little bit harsh on this. I wanted to do a little bit more research on it. So let's take a look at it and I'll tell you everything that I've learned so far. So heavenly bamboo, what do we know about this? Now, these berries, right, are obviously they're very, very pretty. These have a seed inside, and I will show you what that looks like in just a minute here. The seed definitely is something that you don't want to consume, at least in large amounts. It has hydrogen cyanide in it, and before you freak out about that, apple seeds also have those as well. Consuming a small amount of that is not going to hurt you, probably, but remember, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Do your own due diligent research and consult your medical professionals before you add any wild edibles into your diet. Now let's come back to that in just a minute. The leaves are confirmed to be edible from for a young plant, a very, very small plant, and you have to double boil them. Well, that's a lot of work, kind of like poke. I don't eat poke either. I'm probably not going to eat these, but it is something to maybe be aware of for survival and famine situations. Let's come back to these berries. So what do we know about this plant? Nandina is not native to the United States. It is originally from China. It was domesticated into the United States sometime in the early 1800s. It's a very ornamental plant and has been planted all around urban landscapes as kind of a pretty landscaping plant. The berries, there's not a lot of wildlife that will feed off these because it's not a native food source. There is some documented incidents where cedar waxwings were feeding off of these and died. That is because they consumed a lot of the seeds. That's what's believed. The wood is very fragrant and is used to make toothpicks. I don't see myself having a lot of use for bushcrafting toothpicks, but you may be able to come up with some other uses for that. So let's take a look at the berries again. So hydrogen cyanide obviously is in the seeds. I'm going to take this over to a flat spot. We'll break them open and take a look at them. That's the part that I would discard. The fleshy pulp part is supposedly tastes like vegetables. One other thing of note is that the roots of heavenly bamboo have a chemical compound called berberine, which has some antibiotic properties that probably needs a lot more research before I could tell you what you could do with it. All right, let's check these berries out. Okay, let's take a look, see what the inside of these berries look like here. All right, so there's your seed, right? We could probably just pop that out. This part here, just gonna make sure there's no more seed in there. That's the edible part, right? So is this worth it? Well, oops, I keep dropping them. Is this worth it? Only for me in a survival or famine situation, I stick by that. But why am I revisiting it then, right? So look at all the pulp in that one once I got the seed out, right? So why am I revisiting this? Because it's so common. It's everybody, if you look around your neighborhoods in your city, you're gonna see this. And so this is potentially for those of you who are urban homesteaders or urban preppers, this is one you should probably know about. I will try one here on camera and give you my thoughts on it. I'm gonna take one for the team, but remember, do your own research. My videos are for entertainment purposes only. I'm not responsible if you have some kind of allergic reaction. All right, let's check it out one more time. All right, let's give this a little taste test here. There's my heavenly bamboo. Give me just a second to get this seed thing out. Nandina domestica, I believe, is the correct. This one had 2 seeds in it. Okay, something for you to be aware of. That actually had 2 seeds in it. All right, so here's a little bit of the skin. Kind of a radishy taste, and this one's got some of the pulp. I'm gonna go with mild radish. That's what I'm getting off of it. So just another one for you to be aware of. This one's for you urban preppers, urban homesteaders. Sometimes in the city it can be, it's got a little bit of a bitter aftertaste. not horrible. It's not horrible. You could definitely do it. This one's for the urban homesteaders because this thing is pretty much everywhere. I just want you to be aware of it. This is Sarge giving a second look at heavenly bamboo, Nandina. Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.